Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Cali Girls by R5. And we're going to start out on a D major chord. And when we play D major, first finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, second finger goes to the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger goes to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major, and it sounds really, really happy. And on our intro, and actually through a lot of the song, you can kind of work 2 downs on that chord. So D with kind of 2 downs. Down, down, kill it. Down, down, kill it. So I'm kind of putting my right hand down to kill the strings. And then from the D, we'd be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, and third finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord. That sounds really, really happy. So you can kind of work that same idea when you get on the C chord. Or you may want to think about something called C major 9, where you do first finger on the D string, 2nd fret, second finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, third finger on the B string, 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major 9. So you may want to think about using that chord because it might be a little bit easier to get to. That way you don't have to kind of move your 3rd finger in that chord change. And then from there, then we go to our G major chord. You play G major. First finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and third finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, it sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now another way to play the G major is to take the 3rd finger and go to the B string 3rd fret, pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that's another way you may want to think about playing that G major chord. So through the verses in our intro, you could kind of work that 2 down idea and kind of hit the strings, and that could really kind of match the recording, and that might be a cool way to kind of intro it. Now, a lot of times with a song like this, though, to support my voice, I like using something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the D and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that through our verse progression. We'd have B, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, E, C, G, B, C, G. So you want to think about using that too, just kind of strum through it. Now something else that I like to add to that too is bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the D, you'd have the D string for your bass. On the C, you'd have the A string for the bass. And on the G, you'd have the low E string for your bass. So B bass down, up, down, G to the D bass down, up, down, C to the A bass down, up, down, G to the E bass down, up, down, G to the E bass down, up, down. And we'd basically be repeating that until we get to our chorus part. And our chorus is kind of like we got a D major hit, and then we go to a C hit, and then a G hit. So you could kind of work it with just kind of that down idea. D, C, G, G, D, C, G, G. And then we go to a B minor chord. And there's a couple different ways you may want to think about playing B minor. First finger could go across the entire 2nd fret, second finger on the B string 3rd fret, third finger on the D string on the 4th fret, and the pinky on the G string on the 4th fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now another way to play B minor, actually, especially if you're digging on the C major 9 and the G voicings, is you can do first finger on the A string 2nd fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a B minor chord, B minor 7 chord, and it can sound really groovy for that change too. And then from there, then we go to an F sharp minor chord. And then we play F sharp minor. First finger goes across the entire 2nd fret, third finger on the A string 4th fret, pinky on the D string on the 4th fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like F sharp minor bar chord. Now a good substitute for this in this particular situation could be a D sus / F sharp, especially if you're digging those same voicings. So you can do first finger on the low E string 2nd fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and then the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a D sus / F sharp. So it kind of has that F sharp in the bass for that change. And then from there we go to our G major chord. And then at the very end we hit an A major. And there's a couple ways you may want to play A major. You could do first finger on the D string, 2nd fret, second finger on the G string, 2nd fret, third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major. Now, another chord you may want to think about in that spot is an A7 sus. It kind of looks like the same drone voicings. So you could do first finger on the D string, 2nd, second on the G string, 2nd, third finger on the B string, 3rd, and the pinky on the high E string, 3rd. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds an A7 sus. You may want to kind of think about for that F sharp, G, G, A change, and then that way you can kind of have things set up to start over again. So you can kind of work it with just those kind of working the down kill it idea for the hit ends. So D down, C, G, G, D, C, G, G, B minor, F sharp, G, G, A, and kind of work it with just the downs. Or if you want to strum through it, you can do your D with the whole strum pattern, and then your C for your first down of the down, down, up, and then go to your G for the rest of the pattern. So you have D down, up, down, C down, G down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, C down, G down, up, down, B minor, down, down, up, down, and then on the F sharp change you can do the down, hit the G for the down, up, and then hit the A for the last down. So you'd have a sharp down, G down, A up, or A down, up, F sharp down, G down, up, A down, up, F sharp down, G down, up, A down, up. So we're gonna play around with that too. Or we could even add basses to that and have D with the D bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, G down, up, down, D with the D bass, down, down, C with the down, G down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, C with an A bass, G down, down, B minor with an A bass, down, down, F sharp, G, A, D with the D bass, down, down, C with an A bass, G down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, C with an A bass, G down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, C with an A bass, G down, down, B minor with an A bass, down, down, F sharp with a bass, G down, A down, So you want to think about using it that way too. And then from there, then we'll be going back into our verse part. Now another strum pattern I would think about using for the song, and this can be really challenging but very cool, is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. And that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where we divide that beat into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the D and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And if you're digging on the basses, you can even add basses to that. You got bass, down, down, up, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up. Cool variations to that. So we try that through our verse. We'd have a D, C with an A bass, Louis bass, G, D, C, That seems really incredibly fast at tempo, but you may want to take that really slow and kind of work on that. That could be a cool variation of that. And then from there, would be going back into our chorus part. So we took the 16th idea and kind of tried it through our chorus. Then we could do the D with the whole pattern, and then when we get to the C, G, we might want to half it with kind of that C, down, down, up, G, up, down, down, up between those chords. So we tried it that way, we'd have D, C with a down, 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 up, G, up, down, 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 up, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, D, C, G, D minor, the F sharp with the down, 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 up, G, up, down, and then hit the A on the last time, down, up. That'd be a cool way to do that. So really kind of a cool way to kind of work that at the end. Or if we added basses to that, we could have D, C, G, D, C, D minor, F sharp, G. So we want to kind of play around with that. And then from there, we go into our bridge part. And our bridge part is kind of this vamp on D major, but there's some cool licks that kind of work out through that part. Where you take the A string on the 3rd fret, and then kind of play that, and then go to 5th fret on the A string. So we're kind of playing a C and a D note. And then there's this cool little chord hit where you could take 10th fret on the high E and the B string, and take the 2nd finger and kind of go to the G string on the 11, and it's almost like a little D major chord. So it's like you've got that C, D hit, and then kind of a little D major chord. And then we kind of do that 3, 5, but then we go to the D string and then do a hammer on the 5th fret on the D string, and then back to 3rd fret on the D. So 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. It's kind of that hammer on there. And then we almost start that lick over again with 3, 5, and then the chord hit. And then we do the 3, 5 on the A string twice. So through that whole bridge solo, you've got kind of 3, 5, D chord hit, 3, 5, D string, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5, D major hit, and then the 3, 5 twice at the very end. And then we kind of come back in on our verse. And what you may want to do actually is kind of take a little piece of all those different things that we've been talking about and kind of figure out a way that kind of works for you through the song. And the easiest way probably out is just kind of doing that down hits, kind of working it through the song that way. But a lot of times it can be kind of cool to play around with different strum patterns, so you may want to kind of think about that through that part too. And then from there, we end up kind of going back into kind of our outro chorus. So we're back to our basics of how you can strum through Cali Girls by R5. So good luck!